So rubber discs, are they good? Are they bad? Or do they fall somewhere in between compared to normal plastic discs? Today we're going to find out. I'm out here at Huber Heights Disc Golf Course, and today we're going to check out these discs from Elevation Disc Golf. So we'll put a link down in the description. Make sure you check them out. We're going to go through these discs real quick, and then we're going to play this 9-hole course. One condition is I have to throw each one of these molds at least one time from the tee pad. So let's go through these discs real quick, show you what we got, and then we'll get into the course. All right, starting off first with a putter. This is the OG Koi. I have this orange one I'll throw off the tee pad once, and then I'll also be putting with these. I got 2 more in my bag. Coming up next is another Koi, but this is in the EcoFlex rubber, which is a little bit more stiff, more understable. Then we got the Arowana, and this is also in an EcoFlex, a little bit beefier. It's a putter, but we'll see how it throws. Then coming in for the only mid-range slot is the Interceptor, and this is also in the OG rubber. So for our drivers, first off, we have a Binks, when this is in the EcoFlex rubber as well, which is that stiffer, more understable rubber. Then we have the other Binks, which is the original one that came out in the newcomer rubber, which is a little bit floppier and a little bit more stable, actually. And then the final slot, this is the newest disc I have from Elevation. This is the Elevation Gecko in the EcoFlex rubber as well. So that'll be my one stable, overstable driver. All right, so we got our discs. They're all rubber. Let's see how they fly. All right, so hole 1 is a little 225-foot straight down there. We kind of have a double mando here just for safety purposes, so I have to go right of this first big tree. This is the easiest hole on the course, and I figure this is probably the best one to use the OG Koi. See if I can just throw it out there on a hyzer and get it to coast down to the basket. Flipped up late, might be deep. Ooh, yeah, we're on backside, pin high. All right, so we got about a 20-foot putt here, and full disclaimer, these OG Kois that I'm going to be putting with are actually my bag putters. I use these for all my normal rounds. All right, so let's see how we putt today. Ooh, good putt. Twice hurts luck. Oh, chained her out. All right, so we'll take a birdie on hole 1. The rubber boys are throwing. All right, coming up to hole 2 is a par 3, 360 foot, straight up through there on the left side if you follow this bush line all the way along. So that whole left side is nothing but trouble. Right side's far and open, so we're going to go with the original newcomer Binks. Yeah, I like that. I like that around the trees. That's good. We're looking at something probably about 85, 90 feet out here. I'm going to try to jump putt this Koi up there. All right, that's parked. That's how we like to see it. Nice little park job. And just put the Koi right in. I like these putters. All right, so we're looking at hole 3, another par 3 here, 280 feet straight up the middle. You got a couple options. Left side's wide open to swing in there, and then you can kind of go straight up and hyzer out at the end. So let's see if we can go with the same Binks and just gut it up the middle. Ooh, turn over for me. All right, that's not bad. That's putting. A little bit of work left on this circle 2 putt here. Probably about a 45-footer. All right, so hole 4, 263 feet. It's just right up there. So we're going to go with the Elevation Interceptor on this hole. It warps on me when I try to put any torque on it. So we're going to try to just pure it out there best we can on a little hyzer. Yeah, look at that. So I don't know if the camera will show that. We'll check it when we're editing the video, but that disc, it warps when I throw it. So I've given it its one throw for the day, and you probably won't see it again. All right, so we're looking at about a 90-footer here. We're just going to take one of our OG kois and see if we can flex jump it up there and just basically have it parked. I changed my mind on doing the jump. That's what we like. We like coming out here and just tapping it out. All right, so we're 2 under through 4. We snagged hole 1 and hole 3. This is the shortest hole left for the remainder of the course. Hole 5, par 3, 247 feet. Just right up there on the hill. I have one more putter I still have to throw, so the shortest hole being left. We're going with the EcoFlex Arowana. Keep going at it. Go in. That was a good flight. You know, the game's a lot easier when you just park the disc and don't have to putt. Take another birdie. Let's move on. All right, so we actually come over to hole 9 next. We play that at 6 on this course, so just because it makes sense, we're right next to 5's basket, and this basket is down there by 6's tee pad. So EcoFlex Binks, it's a super flippy disc. I'm going to try to put as much hyzer as I can on it and kind of throw it at the left of that gazebo and see if it just floats around, and maybe if I get lucky comes out of the turn. And it's just maybe a cut roll. Oh boy. That could be sneakily good. It's long, but it's coming back at the basket. That's not how I drew it up, but that's how it flew. See if we can't capitalize. 4 under with only 3 left would be great. Snag it in. Snag it in. Twice our luck. All right, hole 6, 415 feet is just straight up the middle, all the way up there. Longest hole in the course. We haven't thrown the gecko yet, so we're going to put that over there. All right, right in the middle of the tunnel. Let's see if the interceptor can get redemption. We got about 180 to get up there with this one. Yeah, it's a little short, but it's doable. Let's see if we can't hit another putt here. Gotta get it in the center. All right, so hole 7, 372 feet. This is one of the toughest holes on the course. Basket's all the way up there if you follow the road through here. I'm gonna see if I can just throw this gecko and kind of force flex it over. And I like that. I like that nice safe route right up the middle there. All right, so this is a great spot. We ended up, I don't know, 85 feet out over here. And we'll just take one of our normal putting kois and see if we can't lob it up there. We got a power line coming right through here that's hard to see. So we're gonna do our best not to hit that. All right, that'll park us. That'll work. All right, so last hole on this course, hole number 8. It's actually 411 feet, further than what I recall it being. It's another par 3 right up the middle there. All right, so we haven't thrown the EcoFlex koi yet. So unfortunately for me, I have to use that here. So this could be more of a placement shot. I have to go backhand with it. We'll try to just throw a little gentle hyzer flip and see maybe if I can just get out past this group of trees and then try to make up all the distance on the second shot. All right. That is pretty good. All right, so we still got some good distance to make up here, which is part of the plan. I'd say we're probably looking at about 190 to 200 feet right up there where the truck is at. It's about 50 feet short of the truck, but we're going to go with the gecko and see if we can just flip a forehand up through there and park it. Get through that tree line and it's good. We'll bounce it around. I think that's good. Looks like it's parked. Looks like it got a little 12-footer. Yeah, so that'll do. That'll finish us out. We can tap out the gecko here. It's close enough to do the work itself. Not a bad round. All right, so that's it for this round. So to answer the question, are rubber discs better? Are they worse? Or do they fall somewhere in between compared to normal plastics? I think the answer is they fall somewhere in between. You could see there I actually had some pretty decent results with some of those discs. Now, my personal opinion, for me, I bag the koi. It's my putting putter. That's what I use for every round. So I lean towards favoring those. One downside to these discs is that if they snag any kind of limb, any kind of grass, like they do stop. So you got to pick and choose where you use them in that regard. So where I think these discs would come most in handy is probably for your approach shots, right? Because you want something that you can throw as close to the pin as possible and not have to worry about the skip or the bounce. And that's where these would really shine. Just for me, I've become more of a forehand approach player, and I like something just a tad over stable. So if Elevation were to come out with something similar to like a West Side Harp or I use an MVP Entropy as my approach disc. If they had something like that was like that 4303 speed, and it was in more of like that vulcanized hard type rubber, something like that would just be great for approach shots. I would love to see that. And that wraps things up here. So if you did enjoy the video, please give it a like. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing and turning on alert notifications so you know every time I post a video. I'm going to try to do one of these a week, and we'll see how things go. See you next time.